Hey there everybody! Today's video is going to give you some tips that will help you deal with those annoying people who stare when your child is having a bit of a temper tantrum in a Walmart or any other public space. Before I get into the details, I just want to say welcome to the channel. I like to say our channel because this is a space that I created in hopes that we can share resources, experiences, and help improve the lives of families living with autism. For those of you who don't know, my name is Kayla. I have an 8-year-old son named Shane who has autism. As far back as I can remember, Shane was having temper tantrums in various places, and to be honest, once in a while, he still does. I can remember him taking both of his hands out of frustration and just clearing all the chips off the shelf in a gas station because he didn't want to wait for me to pay for my gas. Or throwing himself out of his stroller with me barely catching him before he hit the floor at a Walmart because, again, he didn't really feel like waiting for me to have to pay. Those were really hard moments for me and Shane. I was frustrated, I was angry. I didn't know how to communicate properly with him. I didn't know why he was doing that. I felt sad, disappointed, all these really, really overwhelming and frustrating emotions. But what was worse about that situation, not so much my son's behavior, it was the people that were staring at us. I remember a woman looking at us and sort of scowling her face and judging the way my son was throwing himself around on the floor, or a child literally pointing and whispering to her friends about my son's behavior. Those moments were really, really difficult for me. And I only made them worse by caring what those people thought. And I realized very quickly that the energy I was spending caring what those people thought, I wasn't giving to my son. When you care what other people think in our lives, in any area of our lives, it becomes incredibly draining. And as parents of autistic children, we can't afford to give away that energy. You have to stop caring what other people think. It will liberate you to no end. Who gives a shit what that old woman is thinking in Walmart when she's staring at you, or that little girl is thinking about when she points at your child? I would literally mentally prepare myself when me and Shane left the house, and I would tell myself, this is our bubble. I created a fictitious bubble around us. And I said to myself, if stuff goes south and Shane is having a hard time, I'm going to open up this little bubble, we're going to get in it, and I'm going to allow myself to calm down so that I can give him the tools that he needs to be able to calm down. In the past, I allowed those feelings of frustration and embarrassment to take over to the point where I would just walk away from a cart full of groceries in a Walmart just to get myself out of the situation because I was frustrated and I was angry, but mostly I was embarrassed. I remember, Shane pulling a temper tantrum in the middle of a birthday party because, he didn't understand the games that were being played, and him just throwing himself on the floor and interrupting all the festivities. And I was just so embarrassed because everyone was staring at us. I would just grab my purse, throw him over one of my shoulders, and get out of there as soon as possible. But what I didn't realize is that you have to give your child the tools to be able to handle those situations. And if you're just running out of that situation with your child, they're not learning anything. They're going to do it again and again. The only way to stop that is for you to not care what other people think, to manage your own emotions towards the situation, and to allow yourself to be able to give your child the tools they need to calm themselves down and to handle the situation that is making them agitated. Save all the energy you have for yourself and for your child and bettering their development. Don't spend one more bit of energy caring about what other people think, especially random strangers in public. Their opinion doesn't count. This is a lesson I wish I would have learned a long time ago. They do not care for your child and they do not know what your child is going through. You know what's best. Remember, other people's opinion doesn't count. All it does is take away from what you know is best for your child. Allowing yourself to not give a shit about what those other people think will make sure that you have the energy to help your child in any given situation so that they have the tools so that the next time something upsets them, they might not throw themselves on the floor in the Walmart or interrupt the festivities at the birthday party. I know it is not an easy thing to not care what people think, especially when you're in public. But I hope that some of these tips will help you to be able to better help your child and to ignore those annoying onlookers who have no idea what we're going through as parents of special needs children. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Better yet, if you know somebody who you think it can help, forward it to them. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.